Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you can all hear me. I'm Richard Owen. I'm the Senior Corporate Insolvency Manager with Griffin and King, and I'd like to welcome you all, ladies and gentlemen, to the Village Inn. And we're here to have a couple of talks from Tim Corfield, so what's in an insolvency practitioner's toolbox, which is here, which all will be revealed later. And we've also got James Cresswell from Aldermore, and he's going to tell us a little bit about factoring. I now will introduce to you a person who's had 25 years experience with Griffin and King and 20 years probably over as an insolvency practitioner. That's our Managing Director, Mr. Tim Corfield. So can you please welcome Tim Corfield? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Richard. Where have the last 25 years gone, eh? Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. I hope everybody's enjoying the event so far and will, of course, continue to do so. As Richard has said, my name is Tim Corfield. I'm the Managing Director of Griffin and King. I'm a chartered accountant and insolvency practitioner, and have spent the last 25 years advising company directors about how to run profitable companies and latterly how to turn their companies around from failing businesses to successful businesses. And I think we've got a slide. Griffin and King are specialists in all aspects of personal and corporate insolvency. Nothing else. We don't have an audit department or a tax department or an accountancy department. We leave that work to our accountancy colleagues. We get introduced to our clients at a most difficult stage of their life. Our clients tell us that we show empathy, compassion and consideration, but don't take my word for that. Have a look at our website and see the testimonials for yourself from our clients. Most of the audience today either advise company directors in one capacity or another, or are in business themselves. This talk will help you understand what we do and how we can help your clients. What can we do to help a struggling business either turn around or be peacefully laid to rest? An insolvency practitioner has a wide range of tools available to deal with different situations. Today, I'll mostly talk about corporate insolvency issues, but we are planning to run a future seminar geared towards personal issues. My talk will run through a creditor's voluntary liquidation, an administration, and a company voluntary arrangement. And this is what I'm looking for. So this is what we have in our toolkit as well. And we're all using our ears, aren't we? We're listening. That's so important. We were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth, I think, for a reason. And I think we should use them in that proportion, and I think it does help. We are often called in at a very tense time. It's emotional and it's a difficult moment. Like in many situations, it's vital to assess and understand the full picture before we can start to advise. We need to know the real reasons for the problems with the company. Is the company insolvent? How do the directors wish to proceed? Have they had enough, or do they want to carry on in some way if possible? is there a profitable core company? Is a formal insolvency necessary, or can the company trade through? And once we understand the answers to these questions, we can start to respond, engage our mouths, and try to tailor a plan to tick as many boxes as possible and provide the best solution to the present difficulties of that company. 2 weeks later, Mr. Optimist called me and he said it was the best advice he'd ever had. Why hadn't he done it before? And he got his life back now after all these years. And for the first time in years, he'd had some good night's sleep. He was also planning to start a very small decorating business with 2 to 3 employees, which should provide a good living for him, just as I suggested he should do. And I understand that they are now, him and Mrs. Optimist, planning on going on holiday for the first time in 10 years, which is great. The only thing that worries me about Mr. Optimist is that he's a Wolves supporter, and he assures me Wolves are still going to be in the Premiership next week. I'd ask you all to remember that when a company does face financial difficulties, time is of the utmost importance, and if you do see any warning signs, please don't hesitate to call me or any one of my team to discuss things or arrange for us to have a meeting with your client to assess how the position can go forward and we can help plan the way forward. What we are trying to avoid here is an informal insolvency situation, but the next best thing is a structured, planned insolvency process of which the director can retain a good element of control. Thank you for listening.
In the real world out there, there's an awful lot of businesses that are going to need the advice that an insolvency practitioner can give, and Griffin and King have clearly got a breadth of experience and very approachable guys working there.
I thought today's event was really interesting. I particularly enjoyed Tim Corfield giving a summary of the tools that are available to insolvency practitioners.
Tim's talk was very good. It didn't go into too much detail, so it didn't switch off. You just caught the main facts in terms of the different routes that you can take.
Yeah, it was excellent. 2 good speakers opened my eyes to, particularly to the insolvency side of the business. We don't tend to get involved in it very much, which is it's good to have a new contact there. And of course, an excellent lunch, and I'm always one for a free lunch.
It's a good way of gathering information, hearing about what services out there, hearing about how local businesses can help one another.
Excellent, informative, but informal, which is nice. That's my kind of mix.
Absolutely, yes, without hesitation, I'd recommend it to anybody.
Absolutely, I'm actually coming to an event with Griffin and King on Friday.
And it's nice to get out and meet new people and grow the network.